Rudy here, 13th of November. Welcome to the Daily Ninja Show. If you're new here, welcome aboard. This is where we go through the high risk, high reward shares ETF that surround this guy, the tank. This is what we use to build a portfolio to ride this resource bull market. If you haven't seen him before, I'll leave a video at the end so you can get your head around him and the theory. Okay, so solid day for the tank, up 1%. To those people who bought down here, which I know there's a few of them, well done, good buying. To those people who were sending me messages, what's happening with MBR? Well, I hope you didn't sell and panic, because now everyone is in the clear. So this is a 10-year investment. It's not a trading thing. So for example, if you bought it today, expect a pullback to here. Is it going to happen? No, I don't know, but it could. But for the next 10 years, that's all you do, because this is a good run. Like, you have these runs and then consolidate. That's just life. That's how it works. As opposed to this guy here, the Australian share market, that looks very sick. And I'll go through. Right, I'll get on to why I think that. But if we do the switch, so the MVR to VAS ratio, so you've been wanting to be in the tank. I'd love to know if someone watches my videos and they're still sitting in VAS and haven't made the switch, and why. So VGS, it's another popular ETF, still looks fine. But the MVR to the tank is going to start outperforming VGS too. So a big reason I'm not that healthy on our market, I said the other day, so the XFJ, our index, I can't see it making all-time highs. So CBA, so it's down to a level of support that it needs to hold. Would I buy it? No. PE of 30, one of the most expensive banks in the world. So ANZ, a big shooting star there. And then you've got the tech, regards to our index, the tech sector, which is a sell. And I'm going to go through interest rates in our property sector today, which is a sell. America, so it's still looking fine. Nasdaq, that's its little candle this week, still looks fine. Okay, onto the boy. So gold hasn't crashed to 3,500. Okay, so we're sitting in this resistance level. So the targeted move from this rounded bottom takes us up to this top here. So we haven't gotten there yet, but I think we will get there. Then what happens? I don't know. Could be a pullback and then go. But hopefully you're buying all the gold stuff back here when everyone was panicking and people saying don't buy. So Aussie dollar gold looks fine. XGD, so that's our gold index, looks fantastic. Northern Star making new highs. The switch, the Northern Star to CBA, put that idea at same dividend, PE of 30, CBA, Northern Star 16. And then just a little self-promotion. I started the channel for ETFs on the 10th of March, miners, ET Mag, and some emerging markets. If you had bought that portfolio, this is what it looks like. And we started with 100, and we went up to 174, down to 140, and now we're back to 164. It's not bad. So miners, so if we look at the daily chart, so again, you'll see familiar patterns going on here. Buy it when it comes down to these, well, that's the 20 and that's the 50, you buy. So well done if you did. GDX, that's for your super fund one. So underneath them, so Newmont, he's looking great. I'll just go to a weekly chart. Wheaton, it's the best royalty company, top holdings in the miners. So he's off. Okay, so the GDX to gold, so this is the gold miners against the gold price. So this, my expectation is for gold miners to outperform the gold price. So it's starting to make that move. GDXJ, again, bye. So that looks good. Okay. So gold, copper. Okay, so copper price, what's that daily? Just, I don't think the next move's going to be a crash, let's just say that. So the wire ETF, so that's the one that's global copper producers, Sandfire and BHP get a gig in there. So again, buy, so that looks good. If we take a look at, that's Evolution, well, Evolution looks good. So BHP, so it hasn't really done much. So he's a top holding of the tank. So probably what will happen is the lithium people will fall off, and then we get the tank to do the part of the teamwork, and Sandfire, which looks good. CopJ, that's the one with all our smaller miners, developers. Again, buy. I think that's going up. Okay. The uranium gang. So spot price for uranium. Just sitting there, chilling. URNM. Okay, so we can see we're below the 20 and 50. So I think around here you just got to be buying again. It's a 10-year thing. If we look at the holdings underneath it, so Cameco's in this buy zone. Kaza that was a buy down there. So you're somewhere near a bottom, I think. Same with URNJ, I think you're somewhere near a bottom. If you look at the underlying holdings, you've got UEC, so they're below here. Denison's below at support. Palladium, so these are all the top holdings of URNJ. Palladium's at support. Next Gen, same. And Triple U. So they've all dropped below, but like they're touching their 50, the 20 weekly. So that's another sort of key level. Okay. And remember, we're not trying to trade, we're just trying to get in at a good price so you don't panic. REMX. Okay, so that's just chilling. So I still think that's good buying. So Linus, so it looks like it's found support. Again, better off buying here than one of these. MP Materials, so it's at near support. So they're all in the REMX. Same as Aluka. It's down at support there. Okay, so who's next? Okay, take your medicine, take your lithium. So Lit P. Okay, again, there's buying around here. This is America. It'll probably open up and take out this high tonight, because if we look at, we got a, as you know, well, you might not know. So Mineral Resources did a deal selling off part of their lithium business to Korean, I think, to secure supply from their mine. So that this whole sector's got a bump. The people at Bell Potter are scratching their head after telling their clients to sell it down here. IGO, Liontown. Would I be buying these now? No. They're actually in XMET, those three. So you can see where, again, say this buy. You can't. You don't want to chase the sexy ladies. I had a sub write a nice little poem about it, but I've got no time today to go through it, mate. It's a good one though. So we don't want to chase the sexy ladies, we wait for them to come to us, was the theme. Anyway, get back on track, really. But to one that, the CXO that I've been raving on about, so if you bought that, good on you. So there's quite a few. They're all getting their bump. You can see the themes. When the themes are going, they're going, and when they're not going, they're not going. Like rare earth is on the nose. So this week it's lithium. Oh, and silver. We'll get to that. Okay. So buy when they're not in the theme. And have a spread of all of them so that they balance each other out. Like now, so oil. So the oil price got slammed. Now I know there's a lot of people had a few comments. There's too much oil supply, not enough demand. EVs, too many EVs. I'm just well, first of all, I only invest well. The area is hated, so that's why I love it, and I think the reporting that comes out of all the official people it was just made up. Again, it's a resource, and you're buying somewhere near a bottom. Could it come down here? Yeah. Am I worried? No. I'll get onto that very soon. Natural gas. So natural gas looks very bullish. And the reason I'm not concerned, because this guy here, who's the main one, he makes money a gazillion dollars, even if the oil price drops another $5 or even $10. Now I did say if you're going to buy him here, expect to pull back to 25, so that's still on the cards, but he hasn't crashed, and I'd still buy him even if the oil price crashes, because you can see the natural gas hasn't, and the fuel ETF, well, it hasn't crashed, so he wasn't phased about the oil price. Okay, so we go to the where we go. Okay, we'll have a quick look at the others. So the nickel price is still hanging in there, but NYC is popping his head up. Iron ore just consolidating there on support. Tin price is looking to have a bit of a run. There's a few plays in that space. MLX, producing tin company. CPN, they're a developer, and SRZ, the developers. And then manganese, not doing much. JMS is. Okay, on to the girlfriend. So what's the girlfriend doing? Wow. Let's go to a daily. Okay, so she's at, that was, so the measured move from here, so that's the cup, so that's the measured move. So we're at resistance here. I should, I saw this on X. This is from one of the brilliant Einstein people, the Elliott wave. This is the silver price. It's going to run up to $51.50 and then crash down to $43. That's what the Elliott wave people were saying. So listen to the experts. Alright. So I'm telling you, once she's got her high heels on, her mini skirt, lipstick, done her hair, she's ready to go outside and show herself off. Could we have a pullback? I'd love to have a pullback and then a final rip. So to all those people who didn't get scared, well done. Another reason so this is the gold to silver ratio. So if we go to a weekly, so silver has started so gold was outperforming, now silver is starting to outperform, and once this ratio breaks below here, silver's going to rocket. So ATP mag, well done. Bought in your super fund down here, well done. It's going to go. SILJ, well done for people that were buying down here. When, this is going to... Anyway, so if silver's holding up like it is now, SILJ will have a good run. Because sitting under her, so you've got Heckler, Kua. We'll just go to a weekly chart so we get a better picture. So we've still got all of this to make up. First Majestic, we got that to make up. Endeavour, we got that to make up. And Wheaton, who's in miners, is actually in SILJ as well. So giddy up. XMET, been banging on a bit about this one. If you're not going to buy SILJ, you got to buy this thing. Because he's got a few silver miners in there with copper and whatnot. So, yep, giddy up. Just if we have a quick look at our what's here locally. So Ardent, looking good. AVM, I gave that another buy today. I'm going to stop giving buy orders soon because I get in trouble when prices drop below it. So Andean, looking fine. BHM, I'd give that another tick today. IVR, I give that another tick today. JBY, another tick today. There'll be no more ticks. I'm not going to be ticking when it's up here. MITH, I didn't give it a tick, but I gave it a tick there. MMA, gave that another tick. SVL, give that another tick. USL, I didn't give another tick. If you bought it, hold it. Buy it if you like it. It's just not going to have my stamp. Manuka, I give that another tick. Pole, give him another tick. RCM, give him another tick. SS1, so give him another tick. And the West Coast Eagles, give him another tick. Alright, so now on to property and interest rates. Interesting. Okay, let's go to interest rates first. Okay, so report came out today. Unemployment wasn't as bad as expected. I'd bet $1 million they're all government jobs that are being made at the moment. I heard it. Some ridiculous number of government jobs being created. Anyway, this is the Aussie 1 year rate. So that's broken out of a consolidation. If that was a share, I'm sure you'd buy it. Aussie 5 year. So we'll just go to a monthly chart. So again, long-term bullish upward. Like if that was a share, would you sell it or buy it? So I'm just going to you can make your own decision as to where you think longer-term interest rates are going. Aussie 10 year, same. It's hard to see because so the Reserve Bank, so they've got the two mantras: inflation and unemployment. So if they're not going to worry about unemployment and they're going to worry about inflation, well, I don't think inflation's under control. So that means they've got to raise rates. I don't make the rules. That's just how it works. So if we look at our real estate index, which is 7% of our total index, it's down. So we've got banks, tech and real estate. So the only one lifting up the ASX is the tank. So he's happy to brush them off. See you later, guys. I'm on my own now. So some ETFs, so SLF. I did this video a few weeks ago because of this rising interest rate phenomenon. Is that so they're in free fall. So the obvious switch. So the tank MVR over VAP. Should have made the switch a long time ago. All right, so that's your daily wrap. So tomorrow I'll go through all the holdings in the tank and say your prayers for silver. Hope you wake up tomorrow at all-time highs. Although I'd love a little bit of a pullback, then go. Anyway, if you're in silver, well done. See you later.